Law, and honestly, I'm not disappointed by that. Law was so impressive earlier. It was just like amazing showing of how much you can take an advantage from Chrom. Every time you get a neutral win, every time you get one hit, you take that to the limit, and that's exactly what Law did.
Yeah, exactly. And right now we're gonna be seeing a matchup that we're not used to see pretty much in this meta, you know, because since of the recent patches, I mean, since the last patches, and just because of the Fighter Pass 2, we haven't seen much Chrom as of lately. But here we have it once again, Chrom versus Palutena. I think this is th- this could be a pretty evenish matchup.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
yeah.
slightly Chrom favored from what I understand, but not like a lot. It's just like maybe 0.5 plus for Chrom. But yeah, I mean, after the mostly because after the Palu nerf, she's not quite as easily able to give Chrom with runoff Nair. But yeah, it's a really good matchup for Chrom, and honestly, it's just like a really fair matchup, right? Like, you know, oh my god, just never mind, just that is not fair at all. You get jabbed at 60 in the corner and you die to F smash. Come on, man. I was talking about before
Wow.
when Law played, let them play the game, and Law is absolutely not letting Norman play. He's been waiting a little bit too long for this match, and he's like, all right, it's time to fight. Let's go.
Yeah, definitely. That was some casual level punish over there. Just jump to F machine, closing out the stock pretty early. You know, it was like at 60%. But yeah, let's count on the fact that Palutena is not a really heavy character. It's pretty average in terms of weights. But already in his last stock, Norman is having such a hard time trying to punish. And oh my god,
Oh,
that was it.
oh.
That was actually a good idea because maybe he tried to hit it with the wind box and that would have pushed away Chrom's recovery. But he was a little bit too close to the ledge and he was dragged down to the shallow realm and just giving Low the first match of this set.
Yeah, that was, oh man, getting shadow realm by that always feels awful because you're like, all right, I'm setting on my edge guard. It's Chrom. He's supposed to die every single time he's off stage, and then you're like, wait, why did I? But I was on stage. How did I die? No.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
rough, buddy.
that's rough. Definitely not something that you don't wanna see happening this far up in the bracket. But you know, sometimes you learn by just making the decisions. You know, because now you know that you need to position a little bit better, and that could actually work. And or maybe even try a counter. You know, because that was definitely good. Both of those moves actually could have really worked right now. While it's starting once again really strong with 35%, 45, 58. Oh my god, he keeps just scaling this percentage up non-stop already at. But Norman immediately responded with that 49. This is a tough spot to be in, and exactly this is wow, whoa. I was about to say that this is the type of spot that Chrom would like to be, but Law actually doing a really clinical recovery with that air that's just avoiding the fact to do a low recovery, trying to avoid once again the attempt of that down smash or even the counter that as we were mentioning. But yeah, and there we have it. You know, the conversion, the Pearl Bird conversion, jab to backer, but it wasn't just enough. But this fair wasn't.
Yeah, super good job there, finishing off that stock. I know a lot of times versus Palu, it's difficult to find that finishing hit, but when you go off there, when you catch the startup of the warp, it's really nice. 17 frame startup, really hard to get the, really hard to use preemptively. So good awareness there, knowing that she had to go that low to get it. But the back air is gonna get the stock for Palu, and this is looking fairly close, a lot closer than last game. I mean, last game was just all Law all the time, but now Norman is finding a way to open up. Oh, went for the slingshot nair to try to extend the combo, but unfortunately was just a little bit too slow on the turnaround. So they ended up with an in-place turnaround instead of a dash turnaround, and now that's unfortunate, but still able to extend this advantage. Oh, Norman is looking so much better in this game.
Yeah, exactly. He's looking way more solid in the way that he's actually punishing Lao's option right now. Just, yeah, positioning himself a little bit better. Trying to make the most out of his invincible moves, you know, the dash attack, the backer, positioning himself really well. Wow, that was a really dangerous spot to be at, because if you get caught by even just the tip of that sword, that would have been the stock, and it was once again the bread and butter conversion. You know, we love to see it after backer. It is once again such a reliable conversion. You know, sometimes it can be quite hard to just to turn around backer just during a high pressure situation, but now it's looking like it has it under control, and the immediate punish by Norman just putting once again one stock apiece, but already at 62%, and in this position it could be really hard to recover stage control. So it is really careful with how we want to approach and start punishing Law.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things that Palu can do to you when you're off stage. It's just a really good ability to catch somebody who's recovering at that 45-degree angle below the ledge. But now Palu is opening it up, just looking for that down tilt to try to catch the air dodge back to the ledge, but Law went for a little bit of a higher one, so not able to get that conversion. And now we're sitting in neutral. Law finally able to get this hit, but okay, is it going to be enough? Palu's in the corner. This back airs are pressuring. How is he going to get it? Oh, Sedex, it's looking rough.
Yeah, it's looking definitely rough, and these players are waiting for each other to commit to one option, and this could be, but it wasn't, just missed by a teeny tiny bit. That could have been the stop for Norman in that situation if he triggered a counter. But yeah, the first was actually a really good option, but it looked like a phantom hit. There we have it, the down throw, trying to read the American air dodge once again.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, the drifting from Chrom was really good, and here we have it. This is the opportunity that Norman has been looking, but air dodge was his demise in that situation. A nice reaction coming out from Law's part.
Yeah, Law shield poked there with that up B, and that was not what was expected to happen. I mean, obviously Norman thought that the shield was going to hold up, but unfortunately the head just getting clipped, and that's going to be enough for Law to take it after the air dodge. Yeah, Palu unfortunately actually sometimes has a little bit of a hard time there. Sometimes you can get the counter. If you get the counter, it will obviously send Chrom off in a terrible angle, but it's you know, if you haven't practiced it, it's a little bit hard to react to sometimes. So I'm not sure exactly why Norman wasn't going for it, but Palu's counter is notoriously unreliable. So I wouldn't be surprised if for some reason it didn't work sometimes. Not sure, but clearly Norman didn't even go for it once. So like if that was something that, you know, was part of Norman's game plan, they would have at least gone for the counter one time. So I'm not surprised that since they didn't go for it at the beginning, they didn't start going for it at the end. One of those things where if it's part of your game plan to go for something like that, you should be doing it at the beginning, and if it doesn't work, you move on and do something else. But clearly, you know, they've either tried it before and didn't have a good experience, or they weren't sure exactly how it was going to work, so they didn't opt for it.
Yeah.
Hard to say.
Yeah, I'm actually sorry if I disappear for a little bit. I don't know what happened with my camera. I hope it's fixed right now.
Yeah.
Just let me tell
I should
you
turn my light on too.
If you can see. Yeah, I think you can see me, right? But yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways. Yeah, actually, as you were mentioning that F tilt, it quite missed by a teeny tiny bit, and
that was
a really nice
unfortunate.
option. It was a really nice option. I think it was